Hello, this is Joyce and I am here. Yes, I have had a crappy week. No, I won't say crappy week. I have had a great week. I have been, excuse my mess here, I have been really busy at work. Really busy at work. And not much creating. Been trying to learn my new Cricut. And I didn't get any crafting done until this evening. And what I'm here for tonight is, well, it's for tomorrow morning, is another Saturday morning challenge of friends. And that is where, as you know, Shantae and I get together and challenge each other to do all kinds of crafty things, use up stash, make pretties, you know, the whole 9 yards. And this week's challenge was, I don't know if you've ever heard of Splitcoast Stampers. They are a crafting site that does tutorials for days. They have been there forever. I first started using them back, I started making cards in 2005, and I think I found them in probably the next year, 2006, and I started using their tutorials and making all different kinds of cards, step cards. I mean, anything that you wanted to make almost you could find on Splitcoast Stampers. And you could print out their instructions tutorial sheets, and they also usually had a video at the end of the written tutorial. So it was easy to learn how to do different things. And I used them. I used to do card tutorials on a Ning site that I belong to, and they asked me, because I made a lot of cards, and they asked me to do tutorials, and I would always go to Splitcoast Stampers. And if you go there, you will see who did this particular tutorial. And so many of the videos on YouTube, especially the Explosion Box was on Splitcoast Stampers years ago. Step cards, gatefold cards, any kind of card design that you could do and that they're making dies for now has been on Splitcoast Stampers. So you can find their link in the box below, along with the link for Shantae. And this week we were supposed to get creative using some tutorial, any tutorial, it did not matter, from Splitcoast Stampers. This week my tutorial was, I wanted to do a technique card, and I wanted to do a stamping technique, something, you know, I like doing different cards, I always have. So this week it's a stamping tutorial, and it's called Triple Stamping. And it was a very interesting card because you stamped 3 layers, and I've got some that didn't quite work for me because the stamps did not work. You cut 3 layers of cards. The first one is 2 by 2. The second one is 3 by 3, and the third is 4 by 4. And then you adhere them together with replaceable ink, you know, one that you can move, repositionable, and you layer them like so. And this is just a stamp that did not work for the process for me. I wasn't happy with how it looked. It wasn't big enough to cover the ends of my 4 by 4 paper. But so you layer it like that with the repositionable adhesive, and then you stamp right over it. So I did, these two did not work, okay, so I used this star stamp, which I like, and I did this one. I just didn't like how the ends didn't have enough stamping on it. And then I used this woodcut swirl stamp, which been in my stash. I bought it at Stampers Best, and it's a rubber stamp. This is my new storage system. So I tried both of those, and I ended up using this stamp from Hero Arts. It's called Leafy Vines. This is one that a friend gave me, so I ended up using that, and I made, the tutorial is step by step. It takes you all the way through it. So I did, this was the first one that actually came out, and I loved how they put the ribbon on it. And you can see in the tutorial that when you get to the back, they tell you how to stamp it, that they use color, and that ribbon on there, that card. I just thought how pretty that card is. It is dimensional. I used, I don't see them. I used these for popping up. You know, they aren't as thick as the white ones that I had, so I used that. Like I said, these two didn't work for me, so we are going to get rid of that right now. Trash. So my first card I stamped in black. Look how dimensional that looks. I mean, I really like that. And when you stamp it, you can see it fits right in with the next layer. I didn't put anything on the front because I'm not sure. That I feel like this could be a sympathy card, a different color. It could be, you could put birthday on it depending on who you were going to do it with, you know, give it to. I mean, it could be any card, anything you want, and you could stamp anything you want. So I was talking to a friend, and I told her, I said, oh, you know, this process, doing this process, this technique, now I need to have some background flower stamps, you know. So that is one. I haven't stamped the back yet. I need to make some envelopes so that it'll fit because it is a little thicker. Look at the dimension on that card. I love that. I had never made this one before. And then, of course, I had to do it in purple. Found a little purple ribbon, did the purple inside. I love this technique because I mean, look at it. I mean, really, look at it. It's just too cute. And you could put like a happy birthday in the center here or whatever. Add some bling to it. But I love that one. And then I stamped it one more time, and it depends on how you get that stamp laid on top of those 3 sheets. Look at the difference in it and these two. Okay, see, more of the ink is here, and on this one more of the ink is on the right side. So if they can look totally different. I mean, even in the center, look how they just look different. They aren't quite exactly the same, and I really love that about it. So this is my project for this week, and we are calling it Getting Creative with Splitcoast Stampers. And like I said before, I will put a link because you really need to check them out. When I was out looking for my project, I realized I still had my password. I hadn't accessed it in a while, but I think I will be going back to it because they add new projects. You can upload your cards, and I plan to upload pictures of these. So you can upload your projects to it if you're a member. And I really do. I really like it, so I'm going to give it a sentiment, and then I'm going to upload them just to share what I have done, because they love to see when you use their tutorials. They really love that. So thank you everybody for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Yes, I got my hands done this past week. Don't forget to go by and check out Shantae. We don't want to leave her out. And leave a comment and like this video if you care to. Thank you so much everybody for watching, and I will see you soon because I actually have a little haul from Michael's, you know, so I'll be back with that shortly. Bye everybody. Have a good weekend. Bye.